So I've been really thinking about something for a really long time. So I have a blank space on my bedroom wall, and I've been trying to find ways to sort of fill up that space. So I just thought, wouldn't it be cool to sort of project something onto there, a video game, play some videos, and just lie down in bed and just watch something. And right on time, I got an offer from Emotn who wanted to send over their own projector. It seemed like the perfect timing, and the projector's name is the Emotn C1, which we will be looking at today. It's a budget projector that costs $170, and on the spec sheet, it may not look like a great projector, but boy oh boy, it works like an absolute beast in real life. So the Emotn C1 is the coolest and most unique projector I've reviewed on this channel so far, and I really wanted a projector that addressed two basic issues, and let's see if it kind of addresses that in this video. One, I have a bluish gray wall. I wanted to see if the colors can distort. I don't want it to distort. I want it to perform in true colors, kind of show the image as it is on a regular display. And does it have all the main and important features, and how many features can it pack into a budget projector at such a price of $170, which is crazy for a projector with all the features it's providing. So we just need to check about that. Before that, let's see what we get in the box of the C1. So first, we get a really nice user manual, a remote. We got an HDMI cable, an audio-visual cable, which no one uses anymore. We got the power cable, and then finally we got the projector itself. When I first lifted the projector, it felt really hefty. I really didn't expect it from a $170 projector. It looks really, really nice, and it just felt like the quality was almost flagship level. As you can probably notice, it comes in a white and fluorescent green colorway, which may look flashier than other projectors, but this one looks really clean. This would look great on any shelf, or it can blend in easily with any decor. On the top of the projector, you can find some buttons for navigation and utilizing its features. There is a power button, a menu button, an input source button, a back button, and some left, right, up, down buttons for navigation. We also got a focus wheel and a keystone correction right on the top as well, and it is manual, so you'll have to get up and move it based on your needs. So depending on how far you are away from a wall, you'll need to use the focus wheel accordingly. And you also have the keystone correction option, which is plus or minus 15 degrees. This is particularly helpful if you are going to be projecting onto a slanted wall, or in most cases, you are propping the projector onto a not so straight surface. We also get a really amazing feature on the top, and it's the phone holder. You can prop up your phone while screen sharing, or just placing it right there when watching a movie. Since it's made of silicone, it won't damage your device, and it's a really smart choice to utilize that empty space and make something useful out of it. On the back of the projector, you can find some ports: a VGA port, 2 USB 2.0 ports, 2 HDMI ports, 1 AV port, 1 audio out port, and a micro SD card slot. On the side, you can find the power port, and there is some ventilation here so that your projector does not overheat. There is a fan inside that turns on and off automatically to keep an optimal temperature, and it really isn't that loud and provides an amazing experience. There is also a 5-watt speaker, which may not seem like the best in the world, but it does its job really well. You should probably stay under the 50 with the volume, or else the bass makes the speaker vibrate and makes the speech really staticky and the whole scene vibrating. It's kind of wild and just uncomfortable to hear. But if you stay under 50, it'll sound amazing for a budget projector. I'll just show you how it sounds.
They were actually trying and hoping to achieve, and then it got delayed a while. Fine. But there were a lot of other little things Elon said on stage that night that were, let's just say, clever ways.
Your tablet/laptop doesn't have a window, does it?
If you really don't want to use the projector's audio, you can connect an external speaker, which might actually be a better thing to do. Emotn also provides the option to utilize the projector itself as a Bluetooth speaker by connecting your phone and playing music through it. On the bottom, you can find a hole where you can screw the projector on a stand or a tripod so that you can gain more versatility, and you also got silicone on the base so that the projector can stay stable and look really nice. Awesome, so finally let's move to the front where you can find the lens and an IR receiver. The projector uses an LED bulb, and the cool thing about this projector is that it uses LCD technology. The brightness is over 8,500 lumen and the native resolution is 720p. Now hear me out, 720p on paper sounds terrible, but in reality, after using it for over a week as my daily driver, it is quite stunning and sometimes even better than some 1080 projectors I've used before. Some things that add on to that is the 5500:1 contrast ratio that's really high, accompanied by 16.7 million colors, which creates some sharp and vivid images, and it's really hard to go back to a regular TV. The projector does support 1080p or 4K videos, and it looks amazing. The aspect ratio for the projector is 16:9 or 4:3, and the screen size can range from 50 inches to 120 inches, which is really wild for a budget projector, and it can stay at that resolution and provide some really crisp images at even a larger screen size. The coolest thing about the projector is that it has an inbuilt hotspot and it supports screen sharing for both iOS and Android. Setting up screen recording is really easy. All you need to do is connect your phone to Emotn's hotspot and then screen share the projector. You can also take the wire route, which might be a hassle, but it still works. The best part about the screen sharing process is that you can use it in places that don't have Wi-Fi, so you can project a screen share on the go. Since we're already talking about the features, let's take a look at the OS. On the homepage, you can find the Android cast, iOS cast, media, input, and settings. Let's take a look at the settings page. There's a ton of customizable options to choose from. You can change the picture mode, color temperature, aspect ratio, noise reduction, reduce display size. You can also change the sound settings like volume, the audio mode, which can also be customized. You also got a surround sound mode, which to be honest doesn't really create that experience. You also got a timer for how long the projector stays on. And finally, we got some additional settings just to change the language, factory reset, and everything else about the OS. Let's also look at the remote. We got the power button, Bluetooth button, some basic navigation, a back button, a menu button, a source button, and some volume options. The best part about the remote is that you don't have to explicitly be pointing at the projector to use the remote. Since it has IR sensors on the back, on the front, you can just point at the screen to navigate, which is really convenient, so you don't have to be pointing at the projector itself. Awesome, so I set up my Roku with this projector. You can choose any means to watch on this projector, but I personally use a Roku. You could use a Fire Stick, you can get a USB drive, or even use the micro SD card. It's totally up to you. So I actually propped up my projector onto a tripod. You can prop it up on a shelf or any means you like, but personally, I really love the versatility of a tripod, so I can set it up at anywhere I like. So one challenge I realized that my projector had to face, as I said in the beginning of the video, is that the projector has to deal with a bluish grayish wall. Will the colors look distorted or will it look great? Well, after some use, it did not fail one bit. The colors were insanely bright and the images were so crisp. And I was actually blown away that it was a 720p display. I mean, look at it. It's really hard to tell its resolution. So I watched Attack on Titan, Batman, Spider-Man No Way Home, and just a bunch of videos on it, even Tenet. And it was an amazing experience. As I said, with these 16.7 million colors, everything looked vivid. It was really hard to tell it was a 720p projector. Everything looked amazing. I used a previous Emotn projector, and I think this outperforms that in so many ways with more features, a better display overall, and just the whole user experience was just amazing. So I also did want to test it with gameplay. I thought it'd be really cool to, utilize that huge wall and that whole space for gaming. And it worked out just as I thought after the experience with the video. It was awesome. The colors were vivid. It was a bit more immersive. It just felt awesome. I really, really adored it. And it's gonna be really hard to move back to a TV or any other display actually. This projector really worked for me with its whole aspect of having a very clear high contrast and just some vivid images. And I really feel that this is worth more than the $170 price tag attached to it. It does some really smart choices with the design. It makes it look really appealing and utilizes every inch of the space. Like the top, there's a phone holder. That space could have been totally ignored, but they chose to add that feature, which was really interesting and just a really smart design choice. And the options to make it a Bluetooth speaker have native screen sharing is something I haven't seen in many premium projectors, and I'm really happy that Emotn decided to add that to a budget projector out of any projector they have. But personally, in my final verdict, I think this is one of the best budget projectors I've held on to for a while. So I hope you found this video helpful and has helped you with your own purchasing decisions for a budget projector, maybe C1, maybe something else. It's totally up to you, but I hope you enjoy that first step into a home theater setup. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't and you want to watch more videos like this. Like this video if you found this helpful, and comment any questions, concerns, or just general comments about the Emotn C1. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you next one. Peace.